In AD 732, more than 1,200 years ago, an important battle took place in what is now France, near the towns of Tours and Poitiers. This battle is remembered as one of the key moments in European history because it marked a turning point that helped shape the future of Europe. By the early 700s, the Islamic Caliphate had grown very quickly. Muslim armies had spread from the Arabian Peninsula across the Middle East, North Africa, and into Spain, Al-Andalus. They brought with them new ideas in science, medicine, mathematics, art, and culture. After crossing into Europe through Spain, Muslim forces began moving northward, raiding and expanding into parts of what is now southern France. Their goal was partly to gain wealth and partly to extend their influence. At the same time, much of Western Europe was divided into small kingdoms. One of the strongest leaders among them was Charles Martel, a Frankish ruler whose name means Charles the Hammer, a nickname earned because of his strength and determination. In AD 732, a Muslim army led by Abdul Rahman al-Ghafiqi advanced north. Charles Martel gathered his Frankish forces to stop them. His army was mostly made up of infantry soldiers, men on foot rather than cavalry. The two armies faced each other for several days. When the battle finally began, Charles Martel used a strong defensive strategy. His soldiers stood closely together in tight formations, like a wall of shields, holding their ground against repeated attacks. During the fighting, the Muslim commander Abdul Rahman was killed. Without their leader, his army eventually withdrew southward. The Battle of Tours did not end Islamic civilization in Europe, as Muslim rule continued in Spain for hundreds of years. However, it stopped further northward expansion into Western Europe at that time. For many historians, this battle represents the defense of Christian European kingdoms, the rise of the Frankish Empire, which later led to the rule of Charlemagne, a moment when Europe's political and cultural path was shaped. It is important for you to understand that this was not a battle of good versus evil, but a clash between powerful civilizations, each with its own beliefs, goals, and achievements. The Battle of Tours teaches us several important lessons. Leadership matters. Charles Martel's planning and discipline made a difference. History is complex, events are shaped by many cultures, not just one. Civilizations meet and influence each other, even during conflict, ideas, knowledge, and culture continue to spread. Courage and unity can change the course of history. Though fought long ago, AD 732, the Battle of Tours reminds us how a single event can influence centuries to come. It helped shape Europe's future and remains an important chapter in world history.